Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We've talked on the channel before about how, biking is social. And these are a few interactions I've had the last few days around the city. Here we go.
I'm gonna go straight. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm gonna move over to give you a little space.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
It's not always all bad. We're not always involved in conflict when we're on the road. There are nice people who are driving cars, and it's a good thing because these spaces are not designed intuitively to accommodate us. Yeah, sure, there are bikes painted in the middle of the road and all that, but, and this bike lane's about to start up here. But from what? I mean, there was literally nothing. It's the only spot in the city where I regularly ride on the sidewalk, as I said before. But we talked to a bunch of people. Like over here, when we go down 70th and have to get over the 8, this is a very popular place for me to have conversations. See, the bike lane off to the right, it disappeared already. We're in Caltrans space now, and there's no way to get over the freeway, just as there was no way to get under it a little while ago. So we stop and we have a little conversation with the person who's at the front of the line.
I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight ahead. Just letting you know. Thanks.
Now, I ride this a lot. I have to go over this 4 days a week. I've never had anybody give me a hard time, which is great. I've also never had anybody do this, though. I have to negotiate where I'm going to be, and I've never had somebody say, okay,
Oh shit.
and then just cruise right up on me and pass like that. My intuition is to be in the right-hand lane, and I want to be, but I'm also mindful that people are getting on this freeway. But I've never had someone come up on me like that. It kind of makes me wonder what they thought when I said, I'm going to go. I didn't mean just cruise up on me. I kind of meant, give me a little bit of space, which most people usually do. But good conversation, not exactly the result I was hoping for. And that brings us finally further up Lake Murray. I'm going to give this person a little thank you, a little peace sign. Appreciate you waiting and not cutting me off there. Now I want to set this up just a little bit because I ride on this, all the time, as you know. This bike lane's weird. It's buffered, and there's that whole service road next to it. But I'm coming up on these riders here, and something happens here which freaks me out.
How are you? Morning. You good? It's all good.
Now I saw these folks further back when I was at a red light. They had just crossed the light, and it looked like they were stopped for a second. They were negotiating something on their bikes, and they started riding again. By the time I roll up on them, I see they're not going very fast, which is totally fine. We don't have to go fast. And they're wearing these very bright shirts. The way they're riding, something tells me that they are not used to riding over here. So when I say like, hey, what's up, on your left, like I don't want to scare them, I don't want to speed by, I don't want to be one of those guys. I want to give them space, and I want to give them warning. But one of the people gets so startled that they jump off their bike, and I felt bad. I thought about stopping for a second, like having a conversation, but that feels also kind of inappropriate in its own way, and I didn't want to add to anybody's anxiety, so I just kept it. I was looking in my mirror here because I'm really scared about when they get to the stretch I just went through where that bike lane goes away for a minute. I've had bad experiences over here before, and all of this is to say, the wrap up for the video, as you watch this guy do a little 3-point turn because he can't whip that pickup truck in the U-turn. All of this is to say, these are spaces that are not designed for all of us. They're not serving all of us. I am not blaming any of these drivers. I wish that dude could have just been a little more patient instead of going to the right. I wish that other driver could have actually given me some space instead of speeding up on me. And I wish that I didn't scare those two other people on bikes. And I didn't mean to do that. I felt really guilty about it. But what this demonstrates is that these spaces are not suitable for all of us. I'm making do. I do this 4 or 5 days a week on the regular for the last bunch of years now, but spaces are not serving everybody, and I really think we need to think about this, and the cities need to think about this as we're moving around in these spaces. Thanks for coming along with me, and even though we got conditions like this, we're going to stay friendly and drive less and ride a bike. Thanks so much.